Welcome to Chief Spreadsheet, where you can learn all you need to know about Microsoft Excel. Today we're going to be going over all of the basic functions, how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide in Excel. In this spreadsheet, it just shows a basic business sales example of different products listed A through E, their different item prices, their fees with each one, and we have a total price that we'll fill in, and we're going to fill in these columns here of total price, the revenue with how many we have sold, the cost to make, we'll figure out how much profit and how much profit per item that we have. So first, let's figure out the total price by adding the item price and the item fees. So we're going to learn how to add in Excel first. So first, we're going to just click once on cell E4 and hit the equal sign. You need to hit the equal sign in front of every formula, every equation that you type in Excel. That's just how the formatting works. So next, what you're going to want to do is type in 10 plus, use the plus sign, and then 2, because that's what's in cell C4 and D4. We're adding those two together. Then you can just hit enter, and then we'll see it says 12, which is right. But the problem is if we were to change the item price in cell C4, say we'll change that to 12, it's not going to update automatically in our total price. So that's really not the best way to add our cells together. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on that cell. We can either double click it, or we can click once and go up to this equation bar up here. So instead of typing in 10 plus 2, we're going to backspace. So we just have our equal sign again. And we're going to click on cell C4, or you can type it. So I'm going to click on cell C4, and then hit the plus sign, and then click on cell D4. And so now it's going to add whatever is in cell C4 with whatever is in cell D4, no matter what is in that cell. Then we'll hit enter, and now it updates to 14, which is correct. Then what you can do is you can just copy and paste this all the way down to product E. So we can click and drag from this bottom right-hand fill handle, and that just automatically copies the contents of that cell. So that fill handle just copies what's in that cell and brings it down to whatever you drag it down to. So that is how you add in Excel. Now let's figure out how to multiply. So for our revenue, how we calculate our revenue is we're going to take our total price and multiply that by our quantity sold. So again, how we're going to do that is we're going to click in cell G4 this time, hit the equal sign to start our formula, then use the star, which signifies multiplication, and then we can type in 650. And then we hit enter, and then we'll get our total revenue, which is $9,100, and that is correct. But again, this isn't going to update if something changes here in our quantity or our price. So again, it is best to go based on your cells. So instead of doing that, we're going to go back into this cell, backspace, so we just have our equal sign, click on cell E4, which is our total price, and then hit our star, which is our multiplication symbol, and then click on cell F4, or you can type it. Then you can just press enter, and that revenue is going to update anytime that the price or anything changes. If you get these number symbols, it just means that the number can't fit within the column. So we'll go and make this column a little bit bigger, and now it fits. Control C, drag down into our other cells, and Control V to paste our total revenues there. So that is how you multiply in Excel. So the revenue is great. This is our total sales, but let's figure out how much profit we're going to make from this, because it costs money to make these products. Let's figure out how much we're going to make on it. Now for our profit, we're going to make another equation here, another formula. We're going to hit the equal sign. And to do this, we need to take our revenue and subtract it by our cost to make each item, and then multiply it by our items sold again. So to do this, we're going to click on G4, which is our revenue cell. We're going to hit the hyphen or the minus sign, which is how you subtract in Excel. So it works the same way as addition, except you use the subtraction sign. And then what we're going to do is use a parenthesis. So if you know order of operations, you know anything within the parentheses is going to be done first. So if we use a parenthesis, then what we need to do is we need to multiply our cost to make it by our quantity sold. So now that we have that parenthesis in there, we're going to click on cell H4. And then after we have cell H4 clicked, then we can use our multiplication sign, which is the star, and click on cell F4. And then we're going to have to close the parenthesis, because Excel does not like it if we don't have closed parentheses, and might give us an error. So now that we have that parenthesis closed, we can hit enter. And that is going to give us our profit. So let's drag this down and see how profitable these items are and these products. So we can see that product D is the most profitable for us. Now let's determine on average how much profit we get per item that we sell. Now this is how we're going to do division in Excel. Let's start again by typing the equal sign. And we can again just type in the numbers if we want to, but to be more efficient so that it updates with the cells, we're going to click on those specific cells and or type them in. In this case, I'm just going to click on them because it's easier. Now for our profit per item, we need to click on our profit, which is in cell I4, and then use the division sign, which is the / button. That is the division sign in Excel. And then we are going to click on our total quantities sold, because that is our number of items. So once we click on that, we can hit enter, and that will give us our profit per item. And we can click and drag that down to copy that down from the fill handle, and this will give us our profit for each item. So hopefully this practical example helped you to learn how to add, multiply, subtract, and divide in Excel. Make sure to like and subscribe if this video was helpful, and for more Excel tutorials, quick tips, and spreadsheet templates in the future. There's a lot of different functions you can do in Excel other than just adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing, so make sure to check out other similar videos on how to use different Excel functions in the description below. I hope you all have a wonderful day.